All right. So before we get to the UFC 260 fighter showcase that I had planned to put out there with Francis and Ngannou, I figured I'm going to just talk about the man for a second. Talk about the fight. What a crazy, crazy turn of events. Like, I mean, of course, you're not surprised with the way the fight turned out. He is a powerful man. This is not the first time that we've seen him stop an opponent. Um, but still, you're just a little bit surprised, right? Because before the fight even got there, the question that we all had was, how much has Francis Ngannou improved? The first time he fought Stipe Miocic, it wasn't a very close fight. The first round was very dangerous. He was like a bull, rushing him, throwing a lot of combinations. Stipe doing a very good job of ducking on the combos, slipping shots, keeping himself very safe, and then getting the takedown, implementing a wrestling heavy style of attack, which of course slowed down Francis Ngannou. We got to see what his ground game, his takedown defense, his conditioning, all of that got exposed, right? There was a clear distinction between Stipe and Ngannou in terms of conditioning, wrestling, grappling, jiu-jitsu. And so the question was, considering how that fight went, how the first fight went, how much has Francis improved? Has he improved enough to be able to deal with that type of fight if Stipe does try to implement it again? And nobody would blame you if you came to the conclusion that no, Francis has not improved much. Because, I mean, let's just be honest. The fights that he had after that fight with Stipe, his fight versus the Black Beast, fighting Cain Velasquez, fighting Curtis Blades, fighting Junior Dos Santos, getting in there with Biggie Boy. None of those fights really shows enough improvement that will lead you to say, yeah, he'll be able to deal with Stipe in that sense. I mean, a lot of those fights ended so quickly, we barely got to see Francis in there. He would just go in, step in the octagon, throw a few shots, get the opponent out of there. And so again, nobody would blame you if you came to the conclusion, yeah, I don't think he's improved to be able to deal with that. Because let's just be honest, man, the amount of improvement that you need to make to be able to deal with a fighter the caliber of Stipe Miocic. I mean, your jiu-jitsu will have to improve, your grappling will have to improve, your wrestling defense will have to improve, your conditioning will have to improve. And so, going into the fight, if you picked Stipe to win, if you picked Stipe to implement a very similar type of fight, like, nobody is gonna blame you for that. And this is not, if you pick Stipe to win, it's not an indication of a lack of confidence in Ngannou. It's not you looking down on Francis. It's actually the complete opposite. It's you giving Stipe Miocic his due, because Stipe is a world-class giant human being, a very decorated heavyweight champion who has defended that championship many times. A man who has 2 wins over Daniel Cormier, and it is not easy to beat DC. So if you picked Stipe to win this rematch against Ngannou, again, this is not an insult to Francis. It's a praise to Stipe, and Stipe deserves all the praise in the world. But going into the fight, the moment it started, it became very clear and evident that we're looking at a completely different man. We're looking at a improved Ngannou. For one, and I've said this a lot of times, it is very difficult for a big, powerful, and explosive man to calm that down, because it's in your nature. If you're strong and explosive and very fast and powerful, it is in your nature to want to be fast and powerful and explosive. That's what you want to do. Your body is just itching. The moment the referee says go, your body wants you to just fire and fire and fire. And so to see Francis understand the mistakes he made in the first fight, and then in the second fight you see him calm, cool, collected, thinking through the fight, landing leg kicks, going for jabs to the body, across to the body, jabs to the head, straight to the head. Every single attack he was approaching the fight in a very methodical way, in a way that shows you that he's thinking through everything that he's doing, as opposed to what we saw when he fought Biggie Boy, right? He just went out there, overhand, hook, got him out of there. We didn't see any of that against Stipe. Every single shot that he threw was designed to set up the next. It was a full, complete mixed martial arts game that he demonstrated. And then, of course, as that was going on, you were like, oh my God, okay, so this is a patient man right now. But what's going to happen when Stipe decides to wrestle him, right? Because we all know that's what Stipe is waiting for. Like, Stipe doesn't really plan to turn this thing into a kickboxing match. Like, I mean, that wouldn't be the smartest thing to do, right? And so the question still remained as the fight was going on. What's going to happen when Stipe decides to shoot? And Stipe is smart enough, well educated enough to know that, when you're facing a big man, the correct shot to go for is the single leg. You make him balance. From the single leg, make him balance, and then you can take him down from there. So that's what Stipe did again. Francis charged forward. Stipe went down, grabbed the single leg. You're like, this is it. This is it. This is where we get to see, well, Francis, is he going to be able to defend this takedown? And not only did he defend the takedown, I mean, when you watch the way he defended the takedown, at first he started to defend that takedown incorrectly, but then something switched off. His training kicked in. Fed went for the underhooks. Heavy on the hips, sprawled really, really hard. Stipe lost the grip, and then Francis spun around the backside. From backside, started pounding, throwing brutal ground and pound. From there, it looked like Stipe might be getting very close to getting finished from the ground and pound that Ngannou was throwing. Stipe makes his way back up to his feet, and you think, oh, that's the end of grappling. Francis defending the takedown. He's not going to want to engage in grappling anymore. Nope, he shows you, not only have I improved my grappling defense, I've also improved my wrestling offense. And so Francis goes for a takedown, beautiful trip, gets Stipe back down to the ground. Stipe, of course, was able to get back up to the ground, get back up to his feet. Francis shoots a double leg, which he didn't get, but that showed something, right? It showed that Francis wasn't here to just play kickboxer. He wasn't here to sprawl and brawl. A lot of times when you're a striker, the goal is sprawl and brawling. I'm going to stay on the feet, defend takedowns, and use my striking. But Francis demonstrated right there, I'm not just here to defend takedowns and avoid grappling. I will gladly take you down to the ground and showcase what I've been learning. His hips was definitely better, way better. He wasn't trying to be flat on the ground. He was moving, scrambling. So the fight gets back to the feet. Ngannou clearly wins round number one. Round number two starts off, and you're like, okay, what's Stipe going to do? Because now this poses a problem. You've gone for one takedown, you were not able to get it. Are you going to shoot again? Are you going to shoot and maybe try to mix up your shots? So from a single to a double, and back to a single, back to a double. Is he going to do that? Well, Stipe didn't shoot in the second round because shortly after the second round started, there was a beautiful exchange. Francis throws a wild left hook. Stipe fades back, counters with a beautiful cross. That very briefly wobbles Francis, but he wasn't like really hurt from that. Stipe sees that Francis is wobbled, and the adrenaline kicks in. He's like, oh my God, there's my finish. Big mistake. Because as he was about to go in, Francis fades back a little bit and plants a monstrous, it wasn't even like a monstrous left hook. It was just a beautiful, short, technical, clean left hook right on the chin. Stipe Miocic out cold. Out cold. The final shot that Francis landed, which was a nasty hammer fist on the floor, completely unnecessary, unneeded. Herb Dean jumps in, stops the fight, and we have a brand new champion in the heavyweight division. Now, my reaction to the fight, those of you that tuned into the live companion, to the fight companion, it's like, I don't know, like, because I wanted Francis to win. I really wanted that to happen. I was rooting for him. But when it happened, when I saw him take out Stipe, it was such a shock, right? But it wasn't like oh my God, I can't believe it. It was more like I'm just freaking speechless. I'm just speechless as what I just witnessed, because again, this is Stipe that just went like He just had 2 5-round fights against DC, a man who already defeated Francis Ngannou, a man who's improving, came into the best shape of his life, and all it took was 2 rounds to get him out of there. With Francis, come on, we have we have a brand new superstar in the UFC, and this is something that DC was saying before the fight, and it's very accurate. It's accurate in the sense that the heavyweight division, right? The heavyweight division, that's the big boy division. And when you think about the heavyweight champion, if someone were to ask you to draw up or to paint or to just conceptualize or imagine what a heavyweight champion in the UFC looks like, you're thinking about a big boy, a 6'4", 6'5" guy, muscle, fast, explosive. That's literally what we have in Francis Ngannou. Stipe, although being big, wasn't built like a superhero, right? He wasn't built like he was carved out of stone, like he's carved out of stone. Francis is. He is the perfect image of a heavyweight champion that we could possibly ask for in the heavyweight division. And now that sets up a fight with Jon Jones, because Jon Jones just moved up to the heavyweight division. He's gaining all this weight, and it's already been said that whoever it is that wins this fight gets to fight Jon Jones next. It's kind of crazy, right? They get to fight Jon Jones, even though Jon Jones is going to be the challenger. It just kind of shows you the star power of Jon Jones. But then Jon is asking for more money, which he's most likely not going to get. And as much as a fan that I am of Jon, it's one of those things that do I think Jon deserves more money? Absolutely. I think every single fighter deserves more money. I think they do. I just think the timing of it was just so, it's almost like he's using that as an excuse not to fight Francis. That's what it looks like. Am I saying that Jon Jones is afraid of Francis? I highly doubt it. If I was Jon Jones, I would not be afraid of any man. If I was Jon Jones, there is not a single human being that would scare me. None whatsoever. So it's unreasonable to say that Jon is afraid of Francis, but asking for more money right after Francis just knocked out Stipe Miocic just makes it seem like you're going, oh my God, I don't want to deal with that guy. I'm going to ask for more money. I'm going to price myself out of the fight. They're not going to be able to meet my demands, and I can just say, oh, the only reason I didn't fight Francis was because they couldn't meet my demand. That's what it looks like. I'm not saying that's what it is. That's just what it looks like. And considering what Francis just did, that's the fight I want to see next. That's the fight I want to see next, because I believe that Jon Jones rises to the occasion. He performs best when there's a monumental challenge in front of him. And Francis is the biggest definition of monumental that you can get in the UFC. This is not a fight that Jon is going to party his way through training camp for. He's not going to do coke or whatever crazy nonsense he always does. Not while you're training to fight Francis. This is a fight that he's going to, every single training session, there's going to be a lot of motivation for. And we're going to see the absolute best version of Jon in a brand new weight class facing this behemoth, this hulk of a man in Francis. And I think it's going to be an incredible fight. But man, just what a performance. What a performance. When's the last time we saw Stipe stopped? When's the last time? Well, that was DC. And this also leads the question, because this is a question I was asking before the fight, because when Stipe fought DC, when Stipe fought Francis the first time, he took a lot of damage. He didn't get stopped, he didn't get dropped, but he took a lot of damage. He was hurt a few times in that fight. And then 6 months later, he fights DC. DC hits him with a beautiful right hook in the clinch. One shot puts Stipe away. 6 months. That's 6 months later after he fought Francis. And then after that, Stipe took over a year off to get his body right, to recover. He comes back, rematches Daniel Cormier, and wins. DC hits him with very similar shots. Nothing happens. And then right after the second fight with DC, it was 7 months before this last fight with Francis. And I was wondering before the fight, I was wondering, is that enough time? Because he took a lot of shots. Stipe, got hit quite a few times, a lot of bombs from DC in the second fight. And 7 months later, you're about to fight the hardest hitting fighter in MMA. I was wondering if that was enough time. And that's not to say that the reason why Stipe got stopped was because he didn't have enough time. He got caught with a beautiful shot. If you get caught with a shot like that, any man gets put out. But I just wonder if that maybe played a role, because he was very durable in the first round. Ngannou hit him with some shots in that first round. He hit him with an overhand. I believe in round number 1 as well, he got caught with a roundhouse to the head from southpaw. So I mean, he got caught with some shots. He was able to withstand them, but then in round number 2, it was just too much. It was too much. So right now, I think Stipe needs to really take time off, recover, recuperate before even thinking about fighting again. Because a lot of people are asking, what's next for Stipe, right? What's next is he needs to go recover. He needs to go rest, because that was a brutal knockout. Not only did he get caught with the left hook that floored him, Ngannou also hit him with a disgusting hammer fist, So he needs time to recover, and then we'll see what's next. And in the meantime, I'm hoping that the UFC and Jon Jones can come to some kind of agreement, because that is the fight that I want to see, and that's the fight that I'm pretty sure all of you guys want to see next. But that's where I'm going to end it for now. We've been recording for about 16 minutes right now. I have 3 fights that I recorded before this fight, a showcase for Francis Ngannou. One of them was in ranked, and then I wasn't able to get another fight in the heavyweight division, which just sucks. I wasn't able to get another fight in the heavyweight division. So what I did was I went ahead and just did a couple fights in quick match. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw those fights up right now. Right after I'm done with this video. So right after this is done, you guys will get to watch the fighter showcase with live commentary, and then that's going to be the end of the video. But yeah, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about the fight. Who do you think Francis should be fighting next? Do you want to see that fight versus Jon Jones? Do you think Jon Jones is scared? Let's have a conversation in the comment section. Enjoy the fighter showcase right after this, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. I'll be honest with you guys, man. It is a little bit offensive how long it takes to find a fight in the weight class that you actually want. Like right now, it is the light heavyweight division and the heavyweight division, but to find a fight in the heavyweight division, like, my goodness. Okay, we're going to use Francis Ngannou. He is set to face Stipe Miocic in just a few days. Let's get it. We're facing DC. Touch it up. Thank you. Woo. What a fight that's about to happen. What a fight that is about to happen. I mean, we already saw this once. It wasn't the most competitive fight in the whole entire world. The first round was very competitive. I mean, Francis was a raging bull, just charging at Stipe non-stop. Stipe doing a very good job of keeping his defense really, really high, getting those takedowns, avoiding the shots. And then from there, Francis was honestly in a turtle position for a majority of that fight if you guys go back and watch it. And so, leads the question, on your back, head kick. What is going to happen when they fight again? Is it going to be more of the same? Are we going to see an improved Francis, a Francis with better conditioning? Oh, he got me. That was not bad at all. That was not bad at all. Because usually what I try to do the moment my feet comes down is I try to go for that teep, but I was too close to him, and he just went for a roundhouse. Got him. He went for a hook. Get out of here with that. But yeah, the question is, has Francis improved enough to be able to deal with Stipe? There's really not much indication that he has, considering how his past few fights have gone. Like, we don't have enough evidence is my point. He most likely has. I mean, he most likely has. I know he's been working his grappling for sure, and he's lost quite a bit of fat on his frame. You take a look at his frame. He's leaner, which means the conditioning should be better. So he's definitely didn't just sit on his butt. Still on his ass all day long. He was definitely improving. But if you watch his recent fights, there's really no indication that there's no evidence, no clear evidence that he's improved. So we'll see. Time will tell. One thing I know for sure is that he is going to need to be an improved version of himself to be able to deal with the greatest heavyweight champion in the UFC. Oh, you want to stand in front of me, bro? We can do this. This DC is actually not bad at all. Look at the footsies. The one thing he's doing a very good job of is moving his feet well. Like, getting a beat on him is actually not... Look at this. I'm having to sit him down. I'm constantly having to cancel my strikes because when I try to strike, he backs up. Get off me. You think I'm just gonna let you beat me, Jon? You think I'm just gonna let you kill me, Jon? You think I'm just gonna let you kill me, Jon? Alright. That kick, and this round is over. This round is over. DC versus Ngannou would have been interesting, but then again, I mean, lately Daniel has just abandoned his wrestling. I mean, he shot one time against Stipe in his second fight. Once. It's kind of weird, man. Oh yeah, can we get a new character model for Francis, please? Por favor. I've suggested in the past a bit. Wow. Wow. A pull uppercut on a cross. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna get this dude out of here now. That just pissed me off. Now watch me get stopped. But I think I got his number. I really think so. Because what he's doing right now, there we go. What he's doing is he got it. Nice. Oop, there's that GA. Too late, brother. Yeah, the jab straight will keep him in check. That jab straight, that 1-2 will keep him in check. And then we're going to wait for him to start moving his head. Then we'll go for the like right there. Probably go for the hooks. There we go. But yeah, the jab straight will keep him right in check where I want him. And that's going to keep him pinned down as well and make him want to lash out. Nice. There we go. There we go. To your body, to your head. Yep, that jab straight is another one. That's it. Yeah, baby. Dunzo. Dunzo. And I think we're done, bro. I think we're done. I think we're done. Got one ranked match. Got a quick match. We're able to finally get another ranked. I think we're just going to stop it right here. I think we stop it right here. Let me know in the comment section if you guys enjoyed the fighter showcase. Let me know who you guys think is going to win. I'm honestly leaning more towards Stipe just because of the experience, because of the fact that Stipe has already solved this puzzle in the past. But I would not be surprised if Francis gets him out of there. It really will not be a surprise. If Francis shows up new, improved, stays calm, calculated, I think he has the striking skills to get it done on the feet versus Stipe. I just wonder if he has had enough time to improve his takedown defense and his jiu-jitsu off the back to be able to deal with a man like Stipe. I don't know. That's why I'm leaning more towards Stipe to win a decision, but we'll see. We shall see. Either way, it is going to be an interesting fight. But that's it. Thank you for watching, folks. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like. Helps out the channel. And I'll see you guys later with a brand new one. As always, stay safe. Peace out.